Hello STC. I'm just going to record a quick video. This video will be a time lapse to go over the entire process of creating this digital Dreamscape collage. The inspiration for this collage came from literally just looking through vintage photos on Google, and also from helping students out in the class. So again, just remember to, as you're thinking about what to put in your collage, think about what is the theme. Is it a beach theme? Is it a space theme? Is it a self-portrait theme? Is it a retro theme? And then from there, choose the images, object, colors, textures, patterns, those kind of things to put into your collage that relate back to that theme. Over the course of this video, you're going to see me use all the tools that we've discussed in class: the lasso tool, the eraser tool, the layer mask tool, also the magic wand and the object select tool. If you want a more in-depth demonstration of how to use those tools, please go check out those videos. This is more of just a general overview of the entire process of how I go from building a background, midground, foreground, to then layering and placing elements inside of a landscape. Hope you enjoy the video and have a great day. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do is create a new document, and I'm going to make this a letter-sized document. You can choose whether you want it to be tall or horizontal, but that's just up to you. And the original inspiration for this artwork was this kind of galaxy theme, and then I went with that. Now, once I was starting to look at pictures that go well with galaxies, I realized that a vintage versus colorful combo would be really nice. So I found a vintage photo. I don't think this is New York City, but I just found a vintage cityscape to kind of add as a foreground element. And now I'm trying to find some colorful New York City skyline pictures to add behind that one. For each one of these layers, I'm just kind of placing it and then removing the sky. For these pictures where the sky is a solid color, I'm using the magic wand tool a lot to just select that solid area and then just touching it up with the polygon tool. Now I'm going to play a little bit with the hue and saturation adjustment to kind of colorize that layer of New York City. And then I found it easier for me to kind of drag and drop pictures directly from the File Explorer into this. I think for the hot air balloons, for me, the easiest thing was to use the quick selection tool because they're little objects, and then to just touch up those selections with the polygon tool. Now I'm just going to kind of tweak the details around and then just erase that little bit of extra that kind of picked up. And then once I am finished with that, it's just a matter of placing them with the move tool. And actually I'm going to copy them so that I have two, and then then again, I'll move this one. I think I'm going to then take those two, put them a little differently, make one a little bigger, and then play with the color using that filter called hue and saturation. So again, that's image, edit, hue and saturation. Next, I'm going to look for something that's going to balance out that foreground element. So I want a color picture that kind of go in the front right corner to balance out the hot air balloons that are in the top left. Next, I didn't really like the trees, so I'm going to look for vintage color portraits, and then find something I like that goes kind of with my theme. I like this picture really just because I think it's cool. Like the colors are really nice, and it goes with the kind of old-timey street scene. So next I'm going to kind of trace the outline of this image. The hard part about cutting out pictures like this where there isn't a clear separation between the foreground and background color is you do need to go in there with your polygon lasso tool or your magnetic lasso tool. My magnetic lasso tool is kind of glitching on me right now, so I'm going to go in and just get up close and personal, do it old-fashioned style with the polygon lasso tool, just clicking and moving around the entire figure. As I do this, just again remember, I'm selecting the object that I want to keep and then erasing everything around it. So you can either select what you want to erase and then just erase directly, or you can select what you want to keep and then use a layer mask to reveal your selection and hide everything around it. So I'm just kind of moving along, click and move. This is very similar to grab it. Oh my God, it glitched on me twice. So this third time is the charm. I'm going to go in and just use the magic wand tool and hope this doesn't glitch on me once I get around to the beginning. And now, perfect. The only thing I found with the magic wand is it's a little rough, so I just always do a little smoothing. Once I placed it and put it in place, I realized I'm going to add a little shadow underneath using just a regular brush to kind of make it look like it's inside. And that's really it. I feel like the only thing I could do is add maybe like a vintage starburst or something around the background. I think I found this photo of flowers. I think it might be nice. Additional kind of like border trim around the two edges. So I'm going to use the color select tool and I'm kind of just playing with that to just select the sky. And then I'm just to get it right. It took a little practice, but the key is to just make sure that it only is selecting that area around the flowers, which I finally got it right. And now here is my finished composition. At this point, I'm just erasing the little bits of the background and just adjusting the placement using the move tool. But for the most part, I feel like I've got a good design. I'm just doing last minute tweaks, but I really like the way that the hot air balloon balances out against the flower girl on the right. And again, this is something like you just kind of get inspired as you go. You find a cool photo and then you realize, ooh, what if I tried this? And then you play with that from there. So that is it for me. This is kind of a quick overview of every step of the project. If you want individual tutorials about how to use each one of these tools, please check out the how-to video section of Google Classroom. If you have any other questions about completing this project, please email me and we can set up a time to meet during office hours.